Scorpio, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Scorpio, in today's reading, I'm going to give you one from the Joe Wall Oracle card, one from the Denise Lynn Oracle cards. Going to get your reading and then clarify it. All right. So just wanted to let you guys know, thank you so much for coming back to view my videos. Appreciate it. Had to take some time out for myself, do a lot of self-care and re-energize for everything that's been going on. All right. So let's get started on your reading. Take what resonates with you, Scorpio, and leave the rest. This is for Scorpio. One card for Scorpio for their highest good spirit. This is for Scorpio. Nice. It says, protected by angels, you are cherished by the angels. Wow. That is a beautiful card to have and to get. You know, you are very protected. Just know that the divine is with you, protecting you. Aw. One card from here for their highest good, for Scorpio, for their highest good. And it says, go with the flow. Let things happen. Definitely. Yes, definitely. Just let everything come in, you guys. Don't try to force it. Don't try to stop it. Let the changes come in. Just go with it. You know, there's nothing that you can do. There's nothing that's going to, you know, change things, because whatever is going to want to come in, it's going to come in. So go with the flow. Just go with it. Be calm, have patience, and just let everything come in on its way. All right, so let's do this. Oh, wow. Did I do two cards? Okay, let me change this one real quick. Okay, well, I guess not. All right, so you know what, I'm gonna do this one. Hold on, you guys. Change this one to this one. Okay, so Scorpio, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. Let's do this. One for the current. This is for Scorpio for their highest good. One for the situation, past or now. What's hidden, the hopes and the fears, what you need to do now, what you need to work on, and the outcome. Okay. So really, really trust your intuition, you guys, okay? There's definitely a decision that you're about to make very soon. Trust the process on everything, communicate better. And definitely leave the anger behind, okay? The frustration, the anger, whatever it is that you're holding on to, really leave it behind. All right, so let's see what's going on in your reading. So you do have these, you start off with the Six of Pentacles here. Six of Pentacles is definitely talking about, you know, maybe you've been giving a lot of yourself, your time, or maybe there's been people giving to you, or somebody's going to come in to give you some kind of abundance, or also, we'll see what the cards say. You do have the King of Swords. They want you to start focusing on things. You know, be strong, strong-willed, you know how to handle things. You definitely do. We'll see why it is here in the situation. You also have the Knight of Wands here. The Knight of Wands is definitely talking about, you know, fast movement. This isn't the past or now. There's going to be fast movements. There's unexpected messages and unexpected change coming through. You do have the Eight of Swords here for what's hidden. The Eight of Swords is definitely talking about, you know, maybe you've been feeling stuck or not really being able to see things clearly, or not wanting to see something. We'll see why the other cards say. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles here. Queen of Pentacles is definitely talking about that you're a multitasker, you know how to make and bring the money in. You know, but you really need to have self-care for everything that's going on, and you really carefully plan everything. I feel like you're making plans of some kind here. You have the Nine of Pentacles here. I feel like you're very confident in yourself, that you know how to do things, and you do, Scorpio. You really do. You have that confidence. They're asking you to be more flexible about things also. Like, be open for all opportunities or all things that are coming in. You have the Strength card for what you need to work on. Definitely, we are in a full moon of Leo. So just know that. They're asking you to really find your confidence, your strength to continue with everything that's going on or everything that's about to happen. Thank you, Spirit, of everything that's going on. Find your courage to go with the flow, to do the things that you need to do, to go with all these changes that you need to adapt to. We'll see why it's here. And then you have the Two of Wands here. Two of Wands says that, you could be making plans and not really saying anything about it, trying to figure what your next move is. I also feel like you need to have patience for everything. That even though you don't see all the results all at once, just know that there is a plan for you. Have patience for everything, okay? So it is definitely in divine timing. I do feel like you are very divinely guided here also with this card being here. All right, so let's see what's going on in your reading, Scorpio. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Why is the Six of Pentacles here for Scorpio for their highest good? All right. So, I feel like I do feel like you have been doing a lot, giving a lot of okay. You have definitely been, maybe you've been overly giving, or you've been what they say, like, you've been trying to do everything for everyone, to keep the peace, to be happy, for them to be happy. But I feel like you really don't do that for you yourself. I feel like you are definitely wanting to leave something behind, and that's that, people pleasing, that doing everything for everybody. And I feel like you are definitely going to, but like you're trying to go in a different direction no matter what, Scorpio. And I also feel for some of you guys, there is definitely some kind of abundance coming in for you. They're asking you to pay it forward, but definitely going in a new direction and leaving a lot of these things that you used to do behind. I also feel like you are definitely going to make that choice of leaving something, an obstacle, a career, whatever it is, you're in your mind about it, like trying to contemplate. But they're asking you to really see your worth, to see the truth that's going on in your life, okay? Because I feel like at times you really don't, there's a lot of things that you're not seeing, a lot of things that you're not really paying attention to, because not only do you have this Two of Swords, and she is clearly blindfolded here, but you have the Eight of Swords here, which is also the same thing, but with more swords behind it, and right here, she's holding on to the swords, contemplating, what am I going to do, how am I going to do it? What's going to happen? And that's what you're trying to figure out right now. And I feel like you're wanting to leave a lot of stuff behind. And it's like, it doesn't matter what it is. It's like, I'm going to leave something behind. Wow. You also have the King of Swords, and for a lot of you, there's abundance coming in for. Yeah, I feel like there's some abundance coming in for everyone, but it's just like, pay it forward, okay, whatever it is. You have the King of Swords here. And why is the King of Swords here for Scorpio? Wow. Wow, you have the Knight and the King of Swords here. Wow, that's crazy. All right, so so like I said, you have the King of Swords here, right? You're very strong-willed. You know how to handle things. You know how to do things. Also, you don't bow down to anybody. You just do your thing, and you know how to do it well. With the King of Swords, the King of Swords is definitely talking about being bold. Really standing in your power and being in your power, and speaking your mind. They're asking you to really be careful on how you're communicating with people. Try not to be so harsh, because you know what you need to do. But there are times when you can become harsh about things, say things that are harsh. Okay, so just really be careful on how you're communicating. Really focus too. Stay focused on everything that you're trying to do. With the Knight of Swords here, I also feel like, slow down, try not to rush into anything. Yes, you're definitely moving forward, but they're asking you not to just jump into anything. Really, you know, um, I feel like you're moving very quickly, and they're asking you to really slow down, to really think things through before you start making any decisions or anything. Really be objective on things, and really take care of yourself well. You definitely have the Queen of Pentacles here, and the Queen of Pentacles is definitely talking about. That she knows how to make the money, and you do. You know how to bring in that resources. You know how to bring in that material success, and you carefully plan on things, but they're asking you to really rush, not to rush on things, and really be careful on doing the things that you're doing. Okay. And also too, I feel like you need to have a lot of self-care, like nurture yourself, because you're very, I feel like you do a lot and you're trying to bring it in, but you're just like not paying attention to you, that you need to take care of yourself more. Okay. You have the Eight of Wands here, and the Eight of Wands is definitely talking about moving forward. There's unexpected messages, unexpected change, things that there's a lot of growth here. And I do believe it's now that you are going to be moving forward, but you still have to go through these decisions that you're making. But you have to see, there's something here about you seeing the truth, seeing reality here, because you need to take off that blindfold to really see things for what they are. You have the Eight of Swords here. And why is the Eight of Swords? Okay, thank you. One more card. All right. So you do have the Eight of Swords. And like I said, the Eight of Swords was talking about, hey, I kept feeling stuck. Well, I feel like you're not going to be feeling stuck anymore. You may be feeling here like, oh, okay, I'm rushing through things or whatever. But I feel like you're not going to be stuck anymore. I feel like you're moving forward. I feel like you're not letting anybody take the light away from you or keep you down, because you also have the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands comes here. She doesn't let anybody bring her down. She doesn't let anybody keep her down either. She does what she needs to do, no matter what. She's the light. She sees herself as the light. She sees herself as, what? Nobody's going to keep me down. I'm going to be up there, and I'm going to shine my light, and I'm going to shine it brightly too, even if they don't like it, and that's going to be you. I also feel like, you are definitely contemplating decisions, but I also feel like there is, that you need to trust the process on everything that's going on in your life, no matter what. Okay. And I feel like you're going to be moving forward, and I feel like you're very divinely guided, because it shows here that you are. Okay, so like you're not alone. They're saying you are not alone. You are going to be able to handle anything that comes through your way. You have the Queen of Pentacles down here for the hopes and fears. And why is the Queen of Pentacles here for? Scorpio, one more card. Wow. Wow, okay. So, so I feel like, you've been through a lot. I feel like there are times that, maybe somebody has taken advantage of you, especially with your finances. Maybe there was some kind of deal or something that has happened that, that you were very frustrated with everything. You kept giving and kept giving, and, it was like they took advantage of you. And I feel like you were very angry about that. But I feel like you yourself know how to rise above from all this, and I feel like you know how to handle this, because the Queen of Pentacles, she doesn't just show up, and she's male or female, don't matter. Gender, tarot has no gender. um you know you no matter, even if this is lost, it doesn't matter. You are going to come forward. You are going to regain what you want to. And that's something that you really want right now. Like, you're so upset. You're angry still about everything that has happened. How could they have played me? How could they have taken this money from me? How could they have used me? And you're still angry with that, but you're going to move forward. They're saying, you know, you have the resources and the knowledge, and you're capable of gaining back whatever it is that you lost. It's not going to be like this all the time, but it's up to you to leave this anger, to leave this frustration away, because it's done and it's over with. So let's move on, is what they're saying. Wow. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles. And why is the Nine of Pentacles here for Scorpio? One more card. Wow. All right. All right. So, okay, so you do have the Nine of Pentacles here. The Nine of Pentacles is definitely talking about how independent you are, how you're able and capable to do the things that you need to do. That you're be confident and find your courage to keep going forward no matter what. Learn to let go of the past, let it go. Find your courage to let everything that has happened go. Okay, stop holding on to it. Stop holding on so tightly to the changes that you don't want to come in. Everything that has happened, let it go. Just go with the flow. Let everything come in and just go with it. Okay, stop holding on to it so tightly, is what they're saying. The Hierophant is here, and they're asking you, go within. Try to go within and try to release all that, because you hold on to it very tightly. You hold on to that anger, you hold on to the frustration, and whatever circumstances it was. It doesn't have to be just the money. It could have been anything else, but you're definitely holding on to the past. And they're asking you to let it go, because you are very divinely guided. Even if you feel like you're not, you are. You have the Hierophant here. You have the Lover's card. The Lover's card clearly shows an angel behind them. And it's like, wow, you even got the Protection card here. Believe that your angels, that the divine is here with you, because you're not alone going through all this, but you need to go within and clear your mind to find that peace within. You have the Strength card here for what you need to work on. And why is the Strength card here for Scorpio? One more card. Find your courage. Find your courage. Find your strength to keep going. Okay, to not fall back. To not give up. Okay, because you're still showing a lot of this regret, this anger, this disappointment, and everything that has happened, and you still hold on to it. And yes, it's hard. It's hard to move on from it. Yes, it is, but you will. You need to try your best to move away from it. Okay, because there is a new path here. There's new beginnings here. It's a new cycle. Something that you need to work on is to let that go, because you're bringing it into 2026, or you're continue to bring it in and hold on to it, and it's something that you really need to let go. Okay, because right now there's a new path here, and it's open there, with all kinds of possibilities, and they're asking you move forward on it. Let it go. Let things go, and just keep going forward. Let go with the flow. And then you have the Two of Wands here for the outcome. And why is the Two of Wands here? Wow. So I feel like you're going to start seeing clearly very soon. I feel like the cycle is definitely coming to a close. You achieved everything that you needed to achieve. You did the best you could. But I also feel like your luck is changing. Karma is here, because you do have the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords says, you stand your ground. Stand your ground. Be bold. Speak your truth about things. Because you don't let nobody bring you down. So don't do that. Don't let them do that to you. Okay. I also feel like you're seeing very clearly now, and that you're going to start making plans very soon. I feel like you just need to find your patience with everything that's going on. I also feel like there's traveling here also. So very nice. There's a lot of things that you're holding on to, but there's also a lot of things that are coming through for you, Scorpio. Really go with the flow on everything. Let everything come in. Be careful on how you're making your decisions. Let go of the past and just move forward. It'll work out. All right, so Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. God bless.